Well, I'm very happy, to be honest. It's been a long time, about a year now, since I haven't been here with the team. But, I've kept in touch with the team, with the coach. I follow what's going on, and I always wish the guys best of luck whenever they go on the pitch to play games. And yeah, for me, I had a good conversation with the coach after the World Cup. Like I said, I've been playing, serving this country for over 15, 16 years, since I was little, from the under 17, and I've not missed a whole year like that ever before. Thankfully, for not having so many injuries, I've been fortunate, and I just thought it was a time for me to take a kind of a break, get some rest, and then if we get to the Nations Cup, I always come back to help the team and to see if we can be able to win another Nations Cup. Yeah, it was very, very difficult. I mean, at some point I said, okay, shall I go? Shall I come back quickly? But I spoke to my missus. We had a good conversation. What is best for your health at the minute? Family also, kids. The older you get, you start to think about life in a different way, not just about football. And we had a very good conversation, and I thought, giving it a bit more rest will help. Also with my fitness coming from China as well, with a little bit of injuries which I had while I was there, because of just the flight, the distance of flying, coming and playing, and then flying back, sitting on the plane for over 20 something hours, coming here playing. It started to take toll on you. So yeah, it was quite difficult, but I'm really, really pleased to be back. I want to help this team now, this young team. Hopefully we can do well in this Nations Cup. I mean, it's something you take as a leader of the team. You have to sometimes take those things. But I mean, it was a terrible, terrible time for me. A few hours before stepping onto the pitch. A game which can decide our fate in a massive, massive tournament. I couldn't share with anyone. I didn't let any player know, coaches, nobody. I had a job to do. I was devastated because obviously we're talking about my dad, my family. But I knew I couldn't let anyone down in the team or in the country. But I knew I was deeply inside me. I was suffering. I was in pain, but I had to go out and do a job. I had to go and serve my country. It just sometimes, when you dedicate it and you love your country so much, you have to do these things, and that's exactly what I did. I didn't want to tell anyone. I stepped on the pitch, and then even after the game, I didn't really share with anybody. I left, because I had to deal with it myself. And luckily, everything went well. My dad was released, and before even people knew about it. So I mean, it is what it is. My commitment for this country, for this team, I don't think people show sometimes. Because I know sometimes the ex-players say what they say on the papers. Listen, I don't. I read. People have their own opinion. Maybe, when they play, they win. They weren't, as successful as I am. It wasn't my doing. It was all from God. I've never ever criticized anybody in my life. And when you see ex-players do that to players, people who love this country, who can do anything for this country, sometimes, it's sad to see, really, because I mean, they're the ones who are supposed to encourage the younger players and, talk to you and encourage the players who are still playing. But it is what it is. Maybe, they have their own problems, and they want to take it out on the people who are still playing. But hey, I don't know. But I always concentrate on this team, and I want to give everything for this team. It is very important. I mean, I love this team. I mean, I have a very good relationship with the boys. You know, I'm so happy, like you said, you know, they look up to me. I know it's a young team. You know, they look at me as a leader who, you know, someone who can lead the team, not just playing, you know, also to bring, you know, kind of calm and discipline to the team, which sometimes you need. And I'm so happy to, you know, to hear that they're happy for me coming back. Obviously, I never had any bad feeling with anybody before I left. You know, you get treated the way you treat people. That's what I think in life, and I've always treated everybody here with utmost respect, from the younger ones to the coaches, the staff, the kid man, everybody. I treat them with a lot of respect, and that's why when I come here, I get same respect. So yeah, I'm very happy to have such a warm welcome from them, and you know, it's a team game. You know, we go into Nations Cup, it's a team game. You know, I'm not the only one to play, but I'm gonna be there to share my experience with the team, to help the younger players. You know, to make sure that we play, you know, we do well in this tournament. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. There's no easy team now in the Nations Cup in Africa. So we have to know that we're going into a very tough tournament. But if we do what we have to do with the quality of players we have, if we train well during this couple of weeks leading to the tournament, if we're fit, I think we have a good chance. It's difficult now, you know, coming in as a young player, you know, coming up, because you have a lot of, football has changed. You know, you have a lot of people now surrounding these young talents, agents, you know, people, friends, uncles, managers, you know, always saying something in their ears. So it's hard for them to concentrate and also commit to, you know, to the national team, because you're looking at, that's where the agents make money from the club. So if they're telling the player not to go to the national team, to go and play for the club instead of the national team, to give that amount of commitment, to say, you know what, if I lose my place in the team, I don't care. As long as I'm serving my country, I'm dedicated to serving my country, I don't care. But you don't have that now because the agents make money from the club. So if they lose their place, the agents don't make money. But I took a decision. You know, I've always made decisions from, you know, for myself, and, you know, thankfully, you know, my decisions have always, you know, been the best for me. You know, that's how I've always looked at it. Even if it worked out good or bad, it's always, for me, is the best decision because I took it. You know, so when that opportunity came out, either to go to Rio or to play for Chelsea, you know, I decided, you know what? I told Victor Moses, because he was both of us, because I was older, he's young. He hasn't played yet for the club, Chelsea. I said, listen, you stay back, I'll go. If I lose my place, it's fine. And, you know, Victor stayed. And I went, I came back. The manager never spoke to me. Again, you know, didn't put me in the team. And I said, okay, fine. If that's what you want to do, okay, fine, I'll leave. And, you know, no, it's just the commitment and love that I have for this, you know, for my country, and it will never change until I stop playing. So I think right now it'd be difficult to find, you know, kids who will be able, young players who will be able to do that for the national team, because the agents make money from the team, from the clubs anyways. Yeah, it was difficult. It was very difficult league. Obviously coming from China and then going to, you know, deciding to, you know, to go to Middlesbrough, which I think the EPL, the championship is the most difficult league in the world. If you ask anybody, it's the most difficult league in the world. It's so physical. The running start is unbelievable. People don't stop running, they don't stop tackling and chasing and running, you know. But in the Premier League, you know, you can have the ball, easy play, but here it's so, in the championship is, I think for me, is the most difficult league in the world. And you play Saturday, Wednesday, it's a lot of games. It was so difficult. But, you know, I made that decision. I went there, I enjoyed my time. in Middlesbrough. A great team, great people. Middlesbrough. The manager was fantastic to me. The fans were amazing. They took to me straight away when I walked into through the door, and the fans loved me, and we had a very good relationship, and it's one that I will never forget. It was a great experience, but I wish them well now. Hopefully, it's time to move on and do something else. Now I'm coming towards the end of my career, so I need to also decide what's good for me and for my family. So it's not just about me at the minute now. I think it's about where the family is going to be happy, where the kids are going to be happy to come over and visit. So I think that's what I'm looking at right now. Well, going into a tournament like this, I think when we won it in 2013, we had a bit of, when you say experience, we had more experience in the team. We had players who were not 18, we had players who were 20, 26, 27, like on those ages. But now when you look at the team, you have a lot of young players. Sometimes that may be good, sometimes, you need a bit of experience, more experienced players. But I think with the direction with the national team is going now, I think it's a good thing. These players need to start now to gain those experience. If you don't give them opportunity, they don't get it. So exactly. So I think it's good for the country that the managers that the coaches giving them this opportunity to showcase what they have, and I think they are incredible talented players. I've seen them. Chukwueze and Paul also, the tall striker, is a good player. You can see that there's a lot of energy in the team, and I think with a little bit of experience that we have, the likes of me, Ekon, Balogun, a little bit of my experience, Kenneth Mero, Musa, who's been there for a while now, Abdullahi Shehu, coupled mixed with this youthfulness of the team, I think it's got a very nice blend to it. So hopefully it will work. We have to go to Egypt and play well. We have to go to Egypt and fight, because it's going to be a fight. It's going to be difficult. Hopefully, if we can come out of that group, I think it's going to be a good thing for us. So we can kick on from there. Like I said, no group is easy. No team is easy. We have to look at it that way. So let's go there with the mindset of, we go in here to give everything, not undermine any team, not say, okay, this team is a bit more easier than the other team. No, we have to go to win. Yeah, exactly. That's what the caption says. Space for more. I'm always hungry. I'm always hungry to win. If I don't want to win, I wouldn't be here. I don't want to come and just play Nations Cup for how long? I've played so many. There's no point of just coming to play. I come to win. And that's the mentality I want to put in these boys. To win, not to come and play. I know some of them is the first time, they just want to play. But they need to have the mentality of going to win. You have to go to win. If not, what's the point? And that's the mentality that I have. I want to go to win. Hopefully, I can translate this. Hopefully from my performances on the pitch, also outside on the pitch, talking to them, they can see and follow, and so hopefully we can do great things in Egypt. They're amazing. Pooh is the name. I think this was way before we had kids. Just one day, she all of a sudden, I don't know, just called me that, and then I don't know, I was doing something stupid probably, and then the name just stuck, and since then it's been that. No, my family, amazing. My girlfriend, she's a wonderful lady. I'm so glad. I'm so happy to have her, in my life. She's helped me a lot, like to straighten me up, like, put me on that path of, I wasn't at this, at this time, but I think it's helped both of us, and also the kids. With the kids now, it's become much better for us, because because the kids are amazing, you know, to have twins, two girls, you know, they don't look anything like each other, different characters, you know, so they seems to amaze you every day. You don't know what you get from that one next day, you don't know what you get from this one the next day. So we just wake up to surprises every morning, which is amazing. And they, they're amazing. They're full of energy, which is great to see, you know. So family time is my time. I love to spend time with my family, with my girls. They're amazing. I don't know, to be honest. I think, I don't know. I'm not gonna put certain, but I think maybe yes. Maybe it's my last one. I don't know. I like to look at life. I like to go every year and see how I feel. You know what I mean? Obviously, the young players are coming up. I think before the next one come around again, I'm gonna be 30, 34, something like that. So I don't know, to be honest, but I think this is probably gonna be my last one, but I'm not 100% sure yet. You know, I've given so much, you know, to this nation, but at some point you have to let go. You know, I don't want to be one of those that overstay my welcome. When I go to someone's house, I don't wait for them to say, "Oh boy, now you feel good." They go now. No, I'm not one of those. I live when I feel it's right, when the time is right, you know. And yeah, I think this is probably my last one. And let's hope we can make it count. Life after football, I don't know, to be honest, if I want to be in the game, because I might have a lot of things going on, you know. I like to do business. I'm a business guy. I like to do a whole lot of things. So I don't know if I have time to be in the game, but I love the game. But maybe one day, who knows? You know, I might come back in the game. But at this point, after football, I'm not thinking about being in the game, to be honest. Yeah, I know. But they started doing the coaching course probably when they were 30s. I remember when we were still playing, they were already doing it. But it's a long course, to be honest. But I don't know. My missus the other day, to be honest, just said, "Why don't you do it? Why don't you have a coaching course? Who knows? You look like you're gonna be good at it, because every time there's games on TV, you scream like I know I scream because I'm sitting here with you." But yeah, she tried to encourage me to get a coaching badge, but you know, like I said, who knows? One day.
Very much.
No worries. Thanks. Thank you so much.